I do is we try to go very slow, and each and every part that we will be discussing, I'll explain. Okay. And if there are any questions, any doubts, you can always ask. Okay. So I'll just show you some images. Just have a look at the image. Probably you see something here on the face. Okay. You also see few more things. Wait a minute. This image is taken from my clinic. It is a patient of mine who had come for this particular problem. Okay. And as a second year student, what comes to your mind when you see these four images? You see some globe, okay, chicken pox good, there is no problem. Second year student come for chicken pox, absolutely no problem. Anything else? Why is good? What's absolutely right? Anything else? Huh? Acne? Herpes. Okay, good, herpes. Then? Chicken pox. One of your friends told about chicken pox. Chicken pox, herpes, warts, boils. Anything else? Huh? Okay, so it's a vesicle. Good. Anything else? Okay. So anyway, we had treated this particular boy. Can you make up the difference? So with a single homeopathic medicine, he was cured. Okay? Don't worry about that part, we'll come back. You have another very simple image here. I don't know how clear this is, but then you see another growth over his lip. You see the growth over his lip. This was a very sensitive area, and we went to an allopathic doctor, and the allopatist said they had to burn it. Fine? And this being very sensitive and it tends to bleed, so they didn't touch this particular part. And that's when he came to us for homeopathy, and an indicator of homeopathic medicine cleared the problem we had. Both the patients had a similar problem. Now the question is, what is that similar problem? And one of your answer is absolutely right. And the answer is warts. Okay? And the answer is warts. So the remedy that we will be discussing today is a remedy which is very often indicated or very often given for warts. Okay? So as a second year student, what remedies come to your mind when we talk of warts? These are very good. Antimonium chloride, beautiful, correct? Anacardium. Petroleum more than warts. We have a different scenario in petroleum. Don't worry. Anacardium, antimonium chloride, and of course, Tuja. Any other remedies that will come to your mind? Next one, okay, something better. Next. Okay, don't worry. The remedy which also has warts and very famously used in homeopathy is this particular remedy, Dellcamera. Okay, and Dellcamera is what that is there in your second year syllabus. So next 45 minutes we'll try to understand Dellcamera in detail. Okay, Aram munde look Ante back. Okay, so we'll try to understand Dellcamera. See, from your pharmacy knowledge, what do you know about Dellcamera? Then go to Dellcamera ಬಗ್ಗೆ You have finished your pharmacy. Yes? Okay. So, see now Dellcamera is the plant. And talking about the common name, it's got a common name called as bitter sweet. Okay? And why is it called bitter sweet? Anybody? It's also called woody nightshade. The other common name of Dellcamera is woody nightshade. And why is it called woody? Is because the stem of this Dellcamera plant is woody in nature. And that is one reason it is also called as woody nightshade. And this is the meaning. It is derived from the Latin word dulcis meaning sweet and amarus meaning bitter. Bitter sweet is the common name of Dulcamara. And the family or the natural order to which Dulcamara belongs to is Solanaceae. Solanaceae. Okay. And the part used will be the tincture. Tincture of fresh stem and leaves gathered before flowering. See, as a second year student, this preliminary information becomes very important. Part used, the family to which it belongs to. Why does the natural order become important? Why does the natural order becomes important? Huh? Why does this Solanaceae? Huh? Like for example, you have remedies prepared from Solanaceae and they are something common to them. Okay? And there are different stools which prescribes medicines based on the natural order. So Solanaceae is the natural order to which Dulcamara belongs to. Okay? This is a slide which will tell you about the geographical distribution of Dulcamara. Now again I have a question for you. Why does the geographical distribution become important? Huh? Why? The geographical order becomes a geographical, where exactly this particular plant grows. Why do you think that information becomes important for us? What is it? Huh? Get the plant. Okay, you get to know where that plant is available. Something better. Then something better. Why this becomes important? Where it grows? Huh? Okay, there is something called as inherent properties of a plant. Can you give me some example? Can you give me an example? Again, from your pharmacy, you would have studied a remedy called as pulsatilla. Okay? And pulsatilla is a plant which grows very comfortably in dry area. Pulsatilla is a plant which grows in dry area. An area where there is less of water, that is the area where pulsatilla grows better. And how they have applied this knowledge is pulsatilla is thirstless. So a lady requiring pulsatilla remedy, generally those patients have less thirst. This is how we come to a conclusion. Am I clear? So similarly, what you have to understand in Dulcamara is Dulcamara grows more easily in wet soil. This is exactly opposite to the example I gave you. But here we are not worried about the thirst part. Here you will see as I move further with Dulcamara that this point keeps coming on and on and on. Wet, wet, wet. Okay? So we will just see what exactly has this got to do with Dulcamara. Okay? So moving further, what is the sphere of action? Huh? Which part or where exactly this particular drug affects? We call drug affinity, drug pathogenesis. Okay? While proving, when Dulcamara is given to different provers, after they come out with the symptoms, we start analyzing which part Dulcamara acts, what exactly is the action of Dulcamara. So this part is what we call it as sphere of action. And this is something that is very, very important for us. Sphere of action. Okay. Now we also have few seniors who are sitting here, second year seniors. For them Dulcamara is already over. Where exactly Dulcamara acts? Which part? It acts on the skin, absolutely right. We will come to that slide. It acts on skin, good. Then glands, respiratory, urinary. See, if you want to put it in toto, it acts on the mucous membrane. Mucous membrane of the respiratory tract, mucous membrane of the urinary tract, and mucous membrane of eyes. Okay. So this will be your first action in Dell'Camera. Dell'Camera mainly acts on the mucous membrane and the mucous membrane of respiratory tract, the mucous membrane of the bladder, and of course the mucous membrane of eyes. Acting on this, what will Dell'Camera do? See, as a budding homeopath, you need to understand not all remedies will act on the mucous membrane, and not the result of all remedies will be similar. I hope you are clear. Each remedy has an affinity for a different organ, and the effect, the results also will be different. Dell'Camera, acting on mucous membrane, what it does is it increases the secretion. It increases the secretion. Which is the remedy which does opposite action? Very good. Bryonia. What is the action of bryonia? Bryonia again acts on mucous membrane, but in bryonia you see more of dryness. Illy you see more of excess secretion. You see more of secretion. So this is the first action, and Pranav was talked of skin. Yes, Dell is a beautiful remedy acting on skin. Now what will Dell'Camera do acting on skin? What will Dell'Camera do acting on skin? We started with that. Dell'Camera causes warts. Not only warts, Dell'Camera can also cause eruptions. And one very important condition, see, these are warts that I am trying to show you. Other than warts, you also have a very important condition in Dell'Camera, and the condition is urticaria. What is it? It will cause urticarial eruptions. We will talk more in detail about urticarial eruptions after some time. But to start with, Dell'Camera is acting on skin. Acting on skin, it has a capacity to produce growths. And what type of growths you see in Dell'Camera? You mainly see warts. Not only warts, it's also a very good remedy for urticaria. Urticaria second. And third very important thing, you also have this, it can cause eruptions over face. We'll discuss this on the skin after some time. Okay? Now the third area, absolutely right, the third area where Dell'Camera acts will be the joints. So acting on joints, this causes a condition called as rheumatism. Okay? And one last area that you have to remember in Dell'Camera, and that is its action on which part do you think will cause paralysis? CNS. Acting on the central nervous system, Dell'Camera causes paralysis. Okay? So before we go ahead, we have a small revision. What are we trying to do here is, we have started with the remedy Dell'Camera. And Dell'Camera, as you are a second year student, the preliminary data becomes very important. It can ask me viva, name the common name of Dell'Camera. Okay? Bitter, sweet. Another common name is and the family to which it belongs to okay, and the part we use is before okay, and where exactly Dell'Camera acts? Mucous membrane of the entire body, respiratory, urinary tract, ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? Increase secretion. Okay? And the second part we discussed was skin. Skin will end maratha. Yes. Urticaria and eruptions of this. Okay? And the third area, last area we discussed was CNS, reverse paralysis. Quickly, as a second year student, what are the other remedies that will come to your mind when we keep all these things in your mind? Other paralysis, so Jessimium, very good. Restox, yes, absolutely right. Restox. No, we'll finish with paralysis. Jessimium, yes. Jessimium, Restox. Very good, alumina. Correct. Only 3 remedies. Any more remedies? Paralysis. Agenda main symptom. Okay, then. Asthenic. Dysphagia, somewhere sort of dysphagia. Dysphagia, do you think it will cause paralysis? Yeah, dysphagia complaints related to eyes. But in dysphagia, you will not have pathology related to paralysis. Okay? It's a very simple remedy, short-acting remedy, causing inflammation and things like that. So you don't see paralysis in dysphagia. Lacasis, yes, lacasis. One of the top remedies for paralysis. Any other remedies? What about paralysis? The second thing we are discussing was joints. Restox, yes. Erenthal, Brainia, Pedalata, Corticum, good. Applied. Fluorescent, the affinity for joints is not all at once. Okay? Yeah, but Corticum, you can think of Corticum. Correct. Hypericum again. Yeah, hypericum you see more of injuries related to nerves. Okay, but when you talk of rheumatism, in specific, like Ledum, Brainia, Corticum, Calimere, Restox, and one more remedy that you need to remember is Calcarea Fos, Calcarea Sap, simple remedies. Okay, and related to skin, Urticaria, Apis mellifera, Apis. One of the top remedies for urticaria. Urticaria which generally comes after bee sting. Okay, Apis. Okay, and yeah, anything to ask before we move further? Second is the beginners. Are you getting to know what I am trying to explain? Simple road is a plant and the basic introduction, and very important for you is the sphere of action. Sphere of action artha agilla andre understanding Dalkamara becomes very difficult. You go ahead, you move further. Okay. So now what is the next heading? How will we explain a drug? Way of performance. What will be the next heading? Very good. Ailments from. What do you understand by ailments from? Causation. What causes complaints in Dalkamara? Okay? Okay? See now what we will try to do in this class is we will take up the ailments, and for the first time I will also try to explain what will be the result of this particular ailment. Is that my point? I'll just give a simple example. Ailments from or the positive factors in Dalkamara. Ailments from or the positive factors in Dalkamara. Just look at this image. What comes to your mind? Is it simple cold? Chilly cold. Icy cold. Okay. Very good. Anything else? Right. See, the difficulty is post-tense class. Alright, 2 to 3. You tell anything I'll be happy, but I want you to focus, concentrate. So Dalkamara, the first causative factor in Dalkamara is what is developed here. Now my question is, what is your interpretation? Here after it. Getting wet. Do you see rain there? Okay. Icy cold. Damp cold. Okay. See, definitely it is cold. But in cold, we have something called as dry cold. We have something called as wet cold. Okay. And a person comes to you with complaints after getting exposed to dry cold, the remedies are different. You are with me? Right? And the majority of you youngsters will blame homeopathy in future because you don't understand the concepts. In Dalkamara, the ailments will be from exposure to cold, wet weather. What is it? Cold, wet weather. So what will happen? What will happen in Dalkamara when they get exposed to cold, wet weather? What happens? What happens? Sneezing. What did I tell you? What is very important for us? What is very important for us? Spare person. Okay. I am helping you to construct the material medical of Dalkamara. So you need not bias. Okay. If you understand the concepts, things become very very clear. What do you think will happen? Like they're getting exposed to cold air, cold wet air. For example, walking in cold wet weather, or driving, cycling in cold wet weather, and then in Dalkamara, they generally come out with paralysis. What was that response to that? That's one is that, I'm sorry, Dalkamara acts on CNS and it becomes paralysis. And the paralysis that we have in Dalkamara is paralysis of single part. Okay? Like for example, after they get exposed to cold, wet weather, they may have Bell's palsy or they may have facial palsy. Okay? Are you clear with what I am trying to tell you? So Dalkamara when they get exposed to cold, wet weather, what will happen? There are paralysis. Paralysis of not the entire body, there are paralysis of single part. Like facial paralysis, Bell's palsy. Okay? Not only paralysis, in Dalkamara, or we take up this, like which are the other remedies which will have paralysis after getting exposed to cold, wet weather? Restox, absolutely right, absolutely right. This is the remedy I wanted. Restox also has paralysis from getting exposed to cold, wet weather. Imagine if you are getting exposed to dry, cold weather and then a person lands up with paralysis, then Dalkamara will not work. Then the remedy will be confusing or correct? That's it. Fine. So cold, wet weather exposed agi paralysis ಆದರೆ remedy is Dalkamara. Now the question that I asked is, if they get exposed to dry cold weather and then they land up with paralysis, the remedies will be different. The remedy is apparent and the remedy is causticum. The remedy is causticum. If it is dry cold, here it is wet weather. Okay? So not only paralysis, so this what you see is Bell's palsy after getting exposed to cold, wet weather. Dalkamara. So tomorrow in your clinic, somebody comes with this complaint, and the remedy you need to think of is Dalkamara. Okay? See, not only paralysis, what else will happen after they get exposed to cold, wet weather? The other thing that can also happen here is dyspnea, or if you want me to be very precise, asthma after getting exposed to cold, wet weather. Okay? You can also talk of another remedy. in which you have asthma. Very good. I hear it right. You need to be a little more louder. Antimonium tartar. Asthma from exposure to cold, wet weather. You also have many remedies like acetamol, natron salt, Arenia duodema, lot of remedies. Okay? And in Dulcamara, after getting exposed to cold, wet weather, they can also have diarrhea. Okay? So before what we used to do is we used to just tell ailments from cold, wet weather. Now we are going a step ahead and we are trying to explain you what will happen after they get exposed to cold, wet weather. In and out of Dulcamara, they either have paralysis, they may have asthma, or they may have diarrhea. Clear? The first element in Dulcamara is exposure, damp, wet weather. Okay? We take up the second element. This is where Dulcamara is very famous for. Or this is what Dulcamara is very famous for. What do you understand from this? I mean, you see, you see different seasons. Ailments which comes from change of weather. Ailments which come from change of weather. Okay? And probably based on this ailment, Dulcamara is also called as weather fog because the symptoms keep changing according to the weather. So ailments which comes mainly from sudden change of weather. Okay? Sudden change of weather. Few years back, Bangalore was like that. Okay? I mean, you would see almost 3-4 seasons in a day. So what are the remedies which has complaints from change of weather? Anti-improved, but anti-improved has a complaint in a specific season. And anti-improved complaints are in which season? You have complaints in anti-improved. Summer complaints. JD problems, fever, diarrhea in summer. One top remedy is antimonium chloride. Good. Change of weather, which are all the other remedies? Sudden change of weather. I am using the word sudden change of weather. Okay. So, sudden change of weather, you have remedies like aconite. You also have a remedy, and that is bryonia. You have a remedy, that is bryonia. Bryonia is not for second years. So very good. When bryonia is over, last season change of bryonia. Cold to hot. Absolutely right. Whether when it changes from cold to hot, whether when it changes from cold to hot, and then there are some complaints, the remedy will be bryonia. Now when Dulcamara? Hot to cold. When weather changes from warm to cold, from warm to cold, this transformation of weather from summer to winter, summer to rainy, this is where one thinks of Dulcamara. So first causative factor, exposure to cold, wet weather. Second, sudden change in weather. Okay. I don't know if the image is clear. What do you say? Really? Now, what is your interpretation? Yes, Peters. Peters. Very good. Huh? Huh? What is it? I have it right. Okay, I mean, few more things that I could hear. In that, I don't know, many times we have this problem. When you ask a question, you get the same answer, that keeps vibrating in your ear. I don't know if the same thing is happening with me. Right, somebody said something. Abortions. Somebody said that? Yes? Yeah, now you answer yes. Okay, next one. Abortions, and this is also very good remedy for cystitis. What is cystitis? Inflammation of the very good inflammation of the bladder. Okay, cystitis, abortions. Okay, and colicky pain. This is a little higher up. Colicky pain. Colicky pain, cystitis or abortions, which mainly comes after getting wet. A lady after getting exposed to cold, wet weather can abort, or a lady who gets wet can have cystitis, or a man who gets wet might have colic. So this is where Dell'Camera can be thought of. So the third causative factor in Dell'Camera is getting wet. Getting wet. Any remedies that will come to your mind? Very good. Restox, phosphorus, absolutely right. Yes, then. Which are the other remedies? Restox, phosphorus has mainly ailments from getting wet. They might have fever, they might have respiratory complaints. But Dell'Camera is the only remedy. I repeat, Dell'Camera is the only remedy which has abortion from exposure to cold, wet weather. Any other remedies for abortions? Appeal level, I don't know how many remedies are over, but from whatever we have learned, which are the other remedies for abortion? Correct. Arnica, very good. Arnica, correct then. Epis benefit are beautiful, correct, abhi there. Restox is there. Arnica, Restox, Sepia, good. Actia racemosa, very good. Actia racemosa is there. Any other remedies? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 20 remedies ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ 20 remedies ಅಲ್ಲಿ do you have abortion or any remedies for abortion? From this remedies. Okay. What happens in Arnica? Why do we have abortion in Arnica? Second abortion. Absolutely right. Is Arnica there for you? So, available. Arnica, yes. Arnica लेना है. Arnica में because of Arnica is a remedy for second abortion. What is the cause for abortion in Arnica? Fear. Living in the road. Arnica is yaake abortions. Second abortion. In that stage, for example, if you give Arnica, the mother might still continue with her pregnancy and she can give birth to a normal child. And that's what one of the type of abortion is threatened abortion. Right? So Arnica. Restox, very good. Ailments from exertion, overstrain, reaching height, right? Or ailments from lifting. That is Restox. Another remedy you spoke was Apis. Apis mainly when? Which month? Third month. Another remedy you spoke was Actia racemosa. Again a remedy given for abortion during third month. When do you give sepia? Then sepia, then opium. When do they have very low sensation in sepia? That very low sensation in sepia is mainly due to their prolapse. Okay. But abortion, which month in sepia? In sepia, you have it in later months. 5th month, 6th month, later months is sepia. Later months is sepia. So here, do remember, tomorrow when a question is asked, name the remedies for abortion. Whatever you are told, you also need to include Dell'Camera. But remember, in Dell'Camera, the cause is exposure to wet weather or getting wet. Okay? Any questions at this stage? We'll go ahead. Okay. This is again an important positive factor. Any questions? Now feel free to ask. Yeah. Now just as when I told them about abortions, I took a pause and I asked you, do you have any questions? Now the first question is, how will getting wet? So what is the question? No, you need to do what? What is it? What is the question? Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice question. After you commit suicide, you can't do medicine. No? After a person has committed suicide, then you can't be oral med, then you can't be Naxxon. So the question is, after the abortion has happened, when will you give Dalkamara? Meaning after you give Dalkamara, it won't happen. Right? But the question is, for example, I gave an example of Arnica. And being a second year student, when you understand the types of abortions, okay? And I've been always insisting as a homeopath, as a material medical teacher, material medical student, the allied subject knowledge becomes very, very important. Right? And the genuine question, sir, after abortion has happened, what will you do? Given Dalkamara. Yes? Now, what is the answer for this question? You can have two options, sir. You can have two options. What are the two options? The first thing is, for example, if it is a second abortion, it is not a complete abortion. The mother might have bleeding per vagina, and there is always this threat that the pregnancy will end. Okay? Second abortion. And the cause is exposure to cold wet weather. Probably in that case, if you give Dalkamara, fine, the abortion will not, the uterine contractions or movements will not proceed further, and mother might deliver a normal child. Okay, one reason. One situation. Second situation is, say, for example, you have a case of infertility, and the couple or the wife says, no, I am conceiving, but then I am aborting. Okay? And then you start investigating, why are you aborting? What is the reason? For example, she is aborting after getting exposed to wet weather. There, Dalkamara can be given as a constitutional remedy, and Dalkamara will prevent, like you said, Dalkamara will prevent abortion. For example, after Dalkamara, even if she goes to wet weather, she will not abort. Am I clear? It's a genuine question. See, when something is asked, when you have doubts, you have always to stop. Don't shy away from questioning, because the question will remain and will not be clear. Any more questions? We'll go ahead. Our question is, I have clear with the question and the answer. As a preventive or as a curative. Either way you can think of it. Right? Okay? Yeah. So,
sir,
yes.
how will getting wet lead to abortion, sir? What is a
How do you?
If a lady gets wet in a rain, how will it lead to abortion? Like, what is it?
Yeah. That's what I thought she was asking me that question. How will getting exposed to wet weather cause abortion? And this you don't have in your obstetric books. If you look at your obstetric books, under abortion you don't have cause as getting wet. You don't have cause as exposure to cold weather. You don't have all those things in your obstetric books, but you have it in your repertoire. You have it in your material. Okay? See, like few things scientifically it becomes very difficult to explain. But Dalk, as we started, they are very, very sensitive to wet weather. So probably in a lady who is pregnant, when she gets wet or when she is exposed to cold wet weather, Okay? Probably the contractions may increase and the mother might abort. This is my explanation. It's not there in any books. This is what I feel. Could be right, could be wrong. Right? But generally, that sensitivity that the Alchemia constitution might have or might abort this particular fetus. Okay? Very rare scenario. We have not seen. But I didn't want to purposely miss out on this point. What if you get this tomorrow in your clinic? And the only remedy in your material medical is glaucoma. So I thought you should know this. How? Could be, we don't know. And ultimately the mechanism is contractions will increase and the pregnant lady will abort. Probably that sensitivity can cause some changes and she is going to the abortion. Okay? So because if you look at abortions, for example, Restox, it is justifiable. Okay? Right? And Arnica again is justifiable. Right? For example, there was this blow and there was this fall, there was this accident and then the threatened abortion. But that amount of justification is what we don't get in Dalkamara. But probably, or we need to think further. Okay. Why it happens in Dalkamara? Any more questions? Anything else? You go ahead. What are we going to discuss? Ailments from Dalkamara. What was the first ailment? Second? Third? Getting wet good. And the fourth thing is exposure. Again, sitting on wet ground or wetting their feet, walking bare feet on a wet land, wet path. They are all the causative factors in Dalkamara. Not only sitting in a wet path, even living in a damp, cold room. What is this damp, cold room? Damp cellars. You have many times that leakages, right? And then you feel cold. That's also a situation. That's also an important ailment which you have in Dalkamara. Okay? And again, the remedy for cellars, damp cellars, anti-cat, netrum cell, arsenica mark, right? Bedorinum, and you also have arania diadema. Okay? So we'll get that. This person is having headache, and this man is having joint complaints. This is very good. Paralysis. This is asthma. This is in Dalkamara, all these things can happen because of one very important ailment, and heart death is also another important condition. What is this? More than the page. You see something else here? Correct. So, neuralgia place. So, neuralgia, diarrhea, paralysis, headaches, joint infections or asthma in Dalkamara can happen because of very good. You see a man applying some cream for his skin complaints. Suppressed eruptions in Dalkamara can give rise to all these problems. Clear? Any questions, confusion? Go ahead. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So, and what is this? Very good. Which many of us do? Sana ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Fine. ಇದಂತೂ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ? So what is this? What is? Amen. uses to avoid perspiration. So this ailment in Dalkamara is ailment from suppressed perspiration. Okay? You are trying to avoid, you are trying to suppress. Suppressed perspiration will give us to some problem in Dalkamara. Suppressed discharges, more so suppressed perspiration. What happens because of suppressed perspiration? Edema. Yeah. And in Dalkamara, the edema is generalized. Yes. What is it? Anasarka. Anasarka after suppressed perspiration is Dalkamara. Okay. So sweat has been suppressed, and after that, the person starts with swelling. Body gets swollen up. The remedy is Dalkamara. What happens when you do Dalkamara? Whatever perspiration you stop, like you start coming out with more sweating, and naturally the edema will start reducing. So Anasarka edema after the perspiration. Dalkamara in the present situation. In the present situation, Dalkamara is also very important remedy. What is it? Type interpret now. What happens? Suppression of? Okay, something beyond. Okay, more than that. See, what generally happens is like one person, because you are in a AC room. You are in an AC room and outside the weather is very hot. So you keep going or you keep changing. You are here, you are outside sometime, and you are getting to the AC. This is again a situation that we have in Dalkamara. This is what happens with majority of the IT people. No? They are in AC and they come out and then they start having problems. Okay? So we have converted this symptom, change of weather, for the present generation. People who are more used to ACs or who keep changing from AC to the normal temperature. And then you can also think of Dalkamara. Okay? And what is this? People who work in ice factories. How will they come under Dalkamara? How will they come under Dalkamara? The temperature there will be different now. And the temperature once they go home will be different. You getting my point? So people who work in ice factories. If they have any joint complaints, if they have any skin complaints, if they have any CNS complaints, you can think of Dalkamara. Okay? What you see here is, what is this? Hot. Here you see cold. And cold nights. Hot days and cold nights. Dalkamara. Hot days and cold nights. Dalkamara. And few others they are Mahila Medica. Apart from Dal, we also have Brevinium, we have Apis, Appellate and Acting Fruit. Hot days, cold days. Okay? Yeah. Before I take up the next topic, still a time now? 5 minutes? Don't worry. We'll take the next topic in the next class. But before I close, we'll try to revise what we have done. So, introduce the remedy. Dalkamara common name of eating active, particles, family, very good, grown. See, practically they are not very important. Tomorrow no patient will come and ask you, sir, what is the common name of Dalkamara? No way. But as a student, this can be asked in a while. So you should know. Now what I want you to emphasize upon is this clear affection. So clear affection, you know? look at a very interesting part. And that was airless noise. Okay, airless noise. Cold, wet weather. This is very important. Cold, wet weather. Second, very good. Third, getting wet. Fourth, exposure to cold. Suppress perspiration, suppress discharges, suppress perspiration, suppress airless. There. Hot, good. Right? Cold, walking in cold, wet ground, walking on cold, wet ground, walking bare feet on cold, wet ground. Then sitting in cold, wet parks. Okay? We also spoke of cellars. Cellar. There. AC. Yes. People working in ice factory. Okay? Anything else? Done. So this is what we are going to discuss. Any questions? So next class what we are going to do is we will try to understand the characteristic symptoms in Delta Mara and also tell you the mind of Delta Mara and the particular symptoms. Okay? Yes.
Yeah, just listen, this also got us. At least you need to be loud. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
Okay. See, that is a question that everyone go to the washroom, very often they go to the washroom and they wash their hands and legs. Can we give them Delta Mara? Why no or why yes? Okay, one of your friends says, not everybody will have problems. That's one situation. And another friend says, sir, what are we going to do? Another friend says, people may not wash also. Not necessarily everybody should wash after going to the washroom. Nobody. See now, what you need to understand here is, not everybody will have this situation. If everybody has, then where is homeopathy? Because in homeopathy, what do we talk? We talk about individualization. Your disposition, your susceptibility, lot of things happen. Okay. Only you are prone, they will get. See, many of us get plenty rain. Do all of us suffer? No. Why all of us don't suffer? Same rain. When 4 of your friends will play under the same rain, and only one got fever, and 3 didn't have fever. You ready, my friend? Similarly, not necessarily everybody who get wet, or not everybody who walk bare feet in a wet weather should have problems. If they have problems, only then they will come into it. Okay? Any more questions?
Just listen to the questions. This is also very important. When you are ready, you repeat your question.
So another question, if a lady comes to you telling she aborted, assuming this happened after getting exposed to cold weather. So when should you give Dulcamara? Okay. Preferably like before this you consider. See, and many times we give a constitutional remedy. Okay. And Dulcamara, I'll be talking about the mind in the next class. Dulcamara can also be given as a constitutional remedy. Okay. Because of our less knowledge, we limit Dulcamara only for respiratory complaints. Okay. But in this case, if Dulcamara is indicated, it is better, before she conceals, she takes Dulcamara. Okay. So Dulcamara will prevent the further abortions. Any more questions? So we stop. So thank you.